Hey guys, welcome to another video. It's Downed here. Welcome back to Danganronpa. We're on to the 5th class trial. Now, I know this is where we go two separate ways. The bad ending and the good ending. The good ending, I believe, is where you trust Kyoto for something. But we're getting the bad ending first because I'm pretty sure the good ending was in the anime. We're going to get both endings though because this game's entirely different from the actual thing. There we go, just got done adjusting my microphone. Now, I'm a bit sick, so these voices might be a little off. Anyways, it's time to begin the class trial.
So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
Then, the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial. It would seem that way. Let's go. Whoa, Bayaka and Makoto showed up together? Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's spring tired enough for you guys to go off together, just the two of you? Huh? What? Are you jealous?
Hey!
Are you making a second? Oh!
What?
Stop talking and brace yourself. He'll be here any second. Any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined that what was about to happen, I immediately tensed myself up for a minute, but... So therefore, yeah, nothing.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma showed up
Could
yet?
it be?
Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep waiting here or what?
What?
Jesus! Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? We got all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words...
I was waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we? Are you talking about everyone? Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange the punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. I knew she was alive.
Hey.
I'm here, and no rules have been broken. Kyoko? Kyoko, you're still alive? No, this is a go. Stop talking. You want to fight, do it at a class trial. Then you save some of the fun for later, right? But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
Is that right?
I made it as if fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. Kyoto! So, you really didn't die? Of course I didn't die. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right. Now we got to deal with the ghost. I told you, stop talking. You're getting that from me, Bayaka.
Let's go.
Come on, let's go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the class trial. It has to wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long. I'll be happy once this class trial is all over. Listen, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key years ago somewhere, didn't you? I went to investigate the second floor of the dorm. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then when did you find out? Just now, I finished my search and came back. Just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you're
However...
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you're on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key found goes to? Actually, no. To be precise, not quite.
In other words...
I use Monica's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What? This is how we get the bad ending. We gotta call her on her BS when she says she couldn't open something.
Just a second!
Hurry up if we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We go over details when we get to trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation, because it's probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her. That's a strange way to put it. This class trial is important for everyone, so why would she say crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
I might be able to start recording Danganronpa today, so... Well, if that's all. Assuming I'm concerned. Yeah, probably overthinking it. And I just realized all the rooms change during each class trial. I never noticed that. Time is clunking. Yeah, we get it.
I can't wait!
I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed. Let's get on with the show. And so the current number for fifth trial does go. Yeah, we get it. Yes. We're gonna do it at empty slot 12 because I'm gonna have to reopen my I don't think we have any more skills. I don't think we unlocked anything. Yeah. But I just realized vocabulary increases the bullet time power because I saw a video of like a trial and yeah, I just have like a full line of bullets.
Let's begin with a baby. If you can,
Well then, first we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost.
But she has legs and stuff.
Who knows? We've never seen real
Well,
ghosts.
that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Okay, guys, I'm back. So I don't have any other choice but to. Tattoo on the right hand.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
Well, I'm stupid.
Shoot!
That Kyoko! Okay, then prove
The dead body
they got burnt up and...
Then she was wearing gloves before they...
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
No, that's wrong. No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
I know woman more than he does, and I'm
These
stupid.
gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim?
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
What's her face?
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition, and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Oh, if we can't identify the body...
Shoot! If Kyoko really... Then who died?
There's gotta be some... I don't think so. The face was scorched, and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body...
Then there's nothing else we can do, right? If Kyoko really... Then who died?
There's gotta be some... I don't think so. The face was scorched, and there wasn't any description... Well, if we can't identify the body...
No, it's wrong.
Counter.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real? If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog? Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
What?
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
Shoot!
I'm an idiot. I didn't do that.
I got it! The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
Hang on, get it. Whoa.
Now I understand!
First try Hangman's Gambit.
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast.
Smart.
He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo.
I agree.
And that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a clue-last trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the... After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
And who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed. Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this, no matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, the reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Nope! There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
shoot, we're
Are
screwed.
me and Makoto. That's why you're able to...
Exactly so.
I have something.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? She went to go get the pickaxe.
Shoot!
I don't know. Uh, 9 o'clock.
The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
No, I thought it was talking about the time. Oh, I forgot about that.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
Yeah,
For me,
probably.
I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Make my argument.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Something that happened in the garden at the...
We've established a time frame for the murder.
When did the sprinklers go off, though? Sprinklers.
It took place somewhere between 9 o'clock. Yep. And
Yeah, until 7:30.
Oh, wrong button. Dang it.
Shoot!
I'm almost so screwed.
We've established a time. It took place
Somewhere between 10 o'clock and...
No, it's wrong!
It said it was at 7:30.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on! I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words!
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler,
The bucket.
you'd better tell us why!
It's been an entire week since I played this game, but I remember sprinklers. Or bucket. Oh. Oh, I gotta prove you wrong.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I
Nope.
admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me?
Nope. Not trying to blame you for nothing.
Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything!
No.
Hold on!
No, that's why. Frick. Ah, I screwed up.
I refuse to give up yet.
I screwed up. That's my bad.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no!
Fuck
How
it.
can you say it wasn't the...
This should prove it. Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac! I'm so sick of her.
I agree.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because
Fuck it.
while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever, which is why I can't let that happen.
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to... Huh? She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What?
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the... In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down of this proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
something's not right.
And what might that be?
I don't know. Body before explosion.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on is because the sprinkler got that side.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Shoot!
By covering the killer prevents.
So the reason that was because the spring, but the underside, it was totally. It's because that side, since it was face. Of course it
Didn't get dirty.
No, it's wrong.
Yes, I sense it.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Yakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage? What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what the killer got the blood from right there in the
chicken.
I got it! Could it have been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
So, you're saying someone killed a chick? Man!
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides...
Perhaps, but even you said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. The ground was...
I have to agree. That's maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered it. When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping.
Here's what happened. The murder took, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, they pulled the coat over the body. The coat they've already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall,
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate. Well then, it looks Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide?
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
Oh.
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right?
You're gonna say it's my knife. You're gonna say
According
it's
to the
my knife.
Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through. So? What?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it.
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it. It's just...
Suspicious! The knife we found stuck in the body. Now I'm totally convinced he did it!
Please don't give me more bullets than one. I can't handle that.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body. It's the same one we gave to Makoto. It really is, isn't it? I was afraid.
If he did have that knife, that seals it! Just because I had the knife, that automatically makes me...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, so there's no question.
You took that knife.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
The heck?
The knife we found lodged. It's the same one we gave to Makoto. It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that seals it! Just because I had that automatic... Well,
Getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
shoot!
I need to think. Okay,
The knife we found lodged in the dead body. It's the same one we gave to Makoto. It really is, isn't it? I was afraid.
If he did have that seals it! Look, just because I had that automatic... Well,
Getting stabbed is what killed her, so there's no question.
You took that knife.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto. The knife we found, it's the same one. It really is, isn't it?
if he did have that seals it! Just because I had that automatically... Well,
Getting stabbed is what...
no, it's wrong! Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her!
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
Then the knife.
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound. They meant for us to latch onto the knife.
Oh, hey, I have a question. What's the deal with that explosion anyway? What?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use,
Well, if you're so...
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe it.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know,
That's only natural. We saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
oh, then the explosion.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is they wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect.
Hold on a second.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed.
That's true.
Fine. I have no... It won't change the fact... Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't you because of the... Then there's a...
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her...
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's
fatal injury has...
No, that's wrong.
You don't even think that was wrong, we were just telling you something.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her...
But then, the Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object.
Oh! I bet it was the pickaxe!
How is that even possible? If you hit...
Well, maybe they held it the other way.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with it. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed...
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely...
Real murder weapon, Monokuma's account.
I got it!
Yes!
Mukuro
I am
was hit in the
smart!
back of the head with something. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Arrow. That's what the...
Indeed. There...
Are you sure? Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master!
You are not back-talking it.
That was actually hard to figure out.
The titanium
arrow. It was in the dojo. I have no doubt that was the murder
Are
weapon.
you sure?
You don't sound convinced.
But it said the weapon must have been about it. It seems like an arrow would just be talking back to me. You have no right!
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo lock. I have no doubt.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced.
Well, it said the weapon must have... It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Why don't you just like time all the duct tape?
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo. I have no doubt.
Are you sure?
You don't sound
Well,
convinced.
it said the weapon must have... It seems like an arrow would just...
No, that's wrong.
Yeah! Called it!
You're right. Just
I know
the
you
one
probably
arrow
did.
would have been too weak.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape. The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh?
Anyway, as for who the culprit is, it was you.
I've never been.
Oh no,
How can you say that?
because we have proof, of course.
Oh,
Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you cover for the culprit. There's the death of us all.
of course.
Then show us. Show every...
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko right here. The key.
And how does that prove
Because I found it in your room.
it was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just your non-existent alibi. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again.
No, it's not that I... There's one more thing. Kyoko. Last night, you were... Why? What? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
That's enough. The time for idle chat.
Wait, I'm warning you. Don't make.
I knew you were stubborn.
Really? But you should know better than any. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly what
I'm not the killer.
you should understand.
Byakuya,
Master would never.
there's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Is that what you're...
You stated it.
You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the
And then left.
the locker key in
My own room. Correct?
No, it's just nothing because it's not her room key because I'm pretty sure he has that.
Exactly. I'm not, but you should understand.
Byakuya,
Master would never.
There's proof that you... Is that what you're...
You stated it. You said I hid and then left the locker. But could I really have done that?
I'm
Those
gonna
words
copy
you
it.
just...
Exactly. I'm not, but you should understand.
Byakuya.
Master would never hide the.
There's proof that you aren't... Is that what you're...
You stated a theory. You said I hid the.
and then left the locker key.
In my own room.
Correct.
Copy.
Could I really have done that?
I copied it.
Those words you just...
Exactly. I'm not, but you should understand.
Byakuya.
Master would never.
There's proof...
Now I'm gonna paste it.
No, it's wrong. If I'm right, Kyoko... Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. And if I had the key to
Then obviously, without my room key, am I wrong?
it,
Then you're finally.
Yeah. I know the bad thing is where you don't trust Kyoko.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
a lie.
I was wondering
Isn't
what I
that
was.
right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on, so let's hear it.
I'd didn't have because
Bad
I'd given
ending.
it to Byakuya. There's no doubt.
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my
That's a lie!
No, that's wrong.
That's a lie! Liar, liar, pants on fire!
No. Kyoko could have gotten into a room. You said so yourself.
Monokuma's.
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster, which means she could have used it to get in.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What?
Like I said, this was so I lost. That's all this means.
Then Kyoko aren't the killer?
Okay.
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but you're...
Yep.
that's
Bad ending
Because
time!
you were late, so the trial started late, and time ran out. So then, it's... But I guess we already...
Bad ending time. My favorite. I have like 10 minutes. I hope I can finish this ending in 10 minutes. Guilty! I feel so bad because it's the bad ending.
Now then, let's give it...
Oh, it's fast this time because there's no extra things. Kyoko! I'm so sorry! Kyoko! No! No! Kyoko! Oh god. Can you get up from the chair? Maybe you're tied there, I can't tell. You're not the ultimate lucky student. Apparently we're the ultimately lucky student. You're very unlucky. After school lesson! She's shaking in her boots. You're shaking in your boots, Kyoko. Are you screwed? That's a yes. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. 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 It would prove to be our last class trial. Once the case was over, there was never a single murder at Hope Peak ever again. We had attained peace in exchange for the lives of all the others. One, did Toko and her get railed? If you know what I mean. Two, okay, they definitely got railed because this is weird. Okay, I don't. Toko. Oh, Toko's dead. I wonder what killed Toko. The only hope we had. Hope. 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 This is hope.
No! This isn't right!
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko?
There was a lot.
I need to see if this actually happens.
I didn't
Because we're
have
ending it
because I'd
today.
given it. There's no doubt.
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
Live.
No, that's wrong.
Hopefully I can be able to do this before time's up. I know I can skip the... Delete it. Delete. Get out. Yeah. I'm still wondering if they got railed. Like, absolutely railed. Okay, no. But that's the bad ending. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.